Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss how with small little steps that are there in the configuration, how we can actually enhance the user experience of the website. So let's understand what the current website is looking like. Our current website is looking like this. Let's understand each and every option that is there in settings, user experience or this is the second one. What all can we change in order to actually enhance the way the website is looking? So the first thing is product layout. Currently, when we look down, you can see that products are laid out as 3 in a grid. If you want to increase that to 4, and when we look at the side, you'll be able to see 4 products in a single row. If, let's say, we switch to a mobile screen, by default, your mobile screen products look like this. If you want to change this, we can make it into line columns and your products will start appearing in a different manner. Further, if you've got images which are not all square or not of the same size, what you need to do is basically change this, where you can make it center fit rather than crop fit or crop fit rather than center fit. We can change this. So what center fit does is it makes sure that the entire image is showing and nothing is cropped. And when we do crop fit, then let's say your images are of different sizes, they'll make it into the same size and it will crop the rest of the image. We'll just leave it as center fit. Now, these two things, product image height and product image width, is very important when you've got product images which are of the same size, but they are not square. Let's say you are in apparels business and your product images are maybe 1000 pixels wide by 1500 pixels height. Then we can put those dimensions here. And whenever the product images are shown, they'll not be shown in a square fashion, but they'll be shown in that specific width and height. So let's say if I were to make this product image height as 1500 and product image width as 1000, and when I go back, I'll just switch off the mobile view. And I go back, you'll be seeing that all these images are showing in a longer fashion. This is especially helpful when you are having products which have got, which are of the same size but of a different dimension rather than just square. Now, the next thing we are going to actually discuss is the theme color. So as you can see that the theme color right now is maroonish or dark red. If you want to change that, because this is not aligned with our entire theme and we want to make it into a different theme color, let's say we want to make it as dark green. The moment we do that, all these small little things like buttons and things will start appearing in that theme color. Even the discount tags and all those things, and when we go in, the add button cart and all those things will start appearing in that theme color. The next thing is shop font. We are going to leave it as it is. The next one is title underline height. Now, what is the title underline height? Let's say, I'll just go back into home. And as you can see that this is called the title underline. We can change the way this title underline works. If you want to get rid of it, let's say, we can just make the height as 0 and those titles would go away completely. If you want the title to be there, and we'll just make it one pixel height, we can increase the width by saying it's 200. And we can increase the spacing between the title and the section. So let's say this is, before About Greenberry, the amount of space that is kept right now is 30 pixels. Let's say we want to increase it to 80 pixels. And the space after the title, which is right now 20 pixels, we want to upgrade it to, let's say, 30 pixels. The moment we do that, as you can see that the underline has changed as well as the spacing has increased between different sections. Next thing is the border radius. If your border is visible and your border color is, let's say, I'm just going to make it a little darker so that you can see it. And if I want that the radius of this border should be, let's say, 12 pixels, we're going to do that. So right now, as you can see that the border is pretty sharp and pretty light. We've darkened the border as well as we've created a border radius. As you can see, this is how it starts appearing. We're going to go back and we are going to actually remove the border radius and we are just going to put it as 0. And we are going to actually reset the border color to a lighter one. And what we are also going to do is reset this to 1000 by 1000. By doing that, as you can see, is that all those changes will be reset right away. Furthermore, let's say out here in the category selector, so this is called the category selector, by the way, in a different theme, this is called the category selector. If you want to hide this category selector, we can just click on this. If you want to show the number of items in your cart in the favicon on top here, then what we need to do is show the favicon, show count in the favicon, and let's say if I were in this, and if I were to add these products, as you can see that this favicon has now got a cart count on top. This can be very, very helpful, by the way. The other one is my favorite, which is animating the cart button. Let's say if I were in this product and I was here and I wanted to grab the attention of the customer, I'd want to animate this cart button with a shimmer effect. Once I do this and when I refresh, my cart button is going to get animated. The next one is animated instant checkout button. So the instant checkout button is this buy now button. If you want to animate that as well. Sorry, the instant checkout button is not the buy now button. Let's say I want to actually, I'll delete this cart. And let's say I want to actually add to cart. This is called the instant checkout button. So this will animate this instant checkout button as well. Now is the show floating cart. When I switch this on, whenever I add something to the cart, you'll see that there will be an instant checkout. Let me refresh and you'll be able to see that. When I now add to cart, as you can see that this instant checkout will come in, and when I add to cart, there'll be a small checkout which will come on top. Let me go to another section and let's say I do this. You can see that the instant cart comes in. If I go into a product and I add to cart, once again the instant cart has come in and I can view cart directly from here. Now, default language. The basic website supports 2 languages right now. You can actually change that. We are not going to do that right now. Remove powered by branding. This is a very interesting one. You can see that at the bottom there is powered by BIS 365. If for any instance you want to remove this message, what you need to do is just say remove powered by branding. And when I refresh it, my powered by branding would go away. Now the next one is again one of my favorites. Let's say I want that whenever I switch tabs, so right now I am in my main site, and if I switch tab here, then this message should change to something like, I'm missing you, come back. Then all I need to do is say, missing you already, let's say. And when I refresh this, when I now go to another site, as you can see that the actual website's tab name changes to missing you already. Now the next one is how to accept cookies in a pop-up. When I click this, now the next time somebody opens up this website, they're going to see this disclaimer message that you're accepting cookies. And it's only when somebody accepts the cookie, that's when they'll be able to actually access the website. The next one is when a person clicks on a product, do you want to open that product in a new window? If I click on this, what happens is when I go to my products, let's say if I were in this product, and if I click a product, it will not open it in the same window, it will open it in a different window. The next one is the address bar. Now this is, you have to understand that this only works in an Android phone. So if I were to actually make this into a green tab, then when you are actually browsing this store on an Android application, then the tab color would be this green. The other one is also quite handy, that if I were to switch this on, and if I were to actually view the system, and if I were to go right at the bottom, then install application will start showing up. And this install application, what it will do is it will install an application shortcut directly in an Android phone. Now the next one is hide WhatsApp chat. Now this hide WhatsApp chat, what this will do is whenever you are viewing something, let's say if I were to actually go back here into my regular website, you'll always find a WhatsApp chat button out here, using which a customer can click on this and go directly into the WhatsApp chat. If I were to hide this, this will hide that icon from here. Then hide decimal value. Sometimes you don't want to show these decimal values because all your products are 0.00. All we need to do is hide it from here. And when I click on here, those decimal points will be hidden. And the last one is, as you can see that we support these 3 languages in the website. If you want to hide this because your entire website is just in English and you're not expecting any other, all you need to do is do this. And the languages are hidden. That's about it in increasing or making your user experience better. Obviously, you need to play around with the system quite a lot so that you can better understand. Thank you.